Good morning. Good morning to everybody out there. Welcome back. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Hit that like button. Let's go. Let's see. Didi is going up 5 percentage points in the pre-market, which is just phenomenal. I went up 10% yesterday. It's adding another 5% today. It's just amazing. We got the news that the Didi app is going to get back online very soon. They're in talks with the regulators in China. And it seems like the cybersecurity probe that's happening with Didi is nearing its end. And this is very, very positive. So, good morning. Welcome back. Smash that like. Let me see who just joined. John Smith, Jennifer, John C., Jesus, Phil Tomlinson, Raptors, ICU, Alex Whiteside, Jeremiah, The Chef, Tanisha, Ken Zerba, Rocketman 2, Disciple, and Charles Lee. Welcome back and good morning. Make sure you hit that like button. Oh boy. Interesting times. Didi is finally moving. It's finally moving even a slight bit. Very happy with this. It's, sitting at 9.4. It's not the highest price we've seen in the past, but it's definitely better than nothing. This looks like a runaway gap to me, so we could see another extension if things end up going well. What's happening with Alibaba? It's going up 2.3 percentage points for earnings. And right now, it seems like the market is still roaring. Look at that, especially the NASDAQ. NASDAQ up 0.7%. We got the S&P down 0.8%, though. I missed that one. S&P down 0.8%. Is big tech still selling? Oh, whoa. Look at that. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Okay. Oops, sorry. I think I forgot the fact that the market was still closed. But we have 14 minutes left. For a second, I thought that big tech was selling off 1.5%, 2%. But I kind of didn't see the orange dot, which, oh well. Why is the S&P selling off so fast? Okay. That's probably not the futures. Hold up one sec. Made a big mistake here. It's not down. Yeah, it's up 0.3%. I was surprised. Why the hell is the Dow Jones and S&P down right now? The NASDAQ is up? That's really weird. But it's because I probably didn't put, we're going to remove this one. That's really, really confusing. We're going to remove this one. Let's just remove it. There we go. We're going to add the futures one. The one that actually tracks it all the time. Currency column. Let's go. So confusing. Oh, I panicked there for a second. I was like, oh, what? S&P down a percentage point? That makes no sense. Although, the S&P is not really up that much. There we go. See, that makes more sense. All right. Do you think it's a dead cat? I think it's a dead cat. I think we're going to consolidate more. I think the markets are going to consolidate. I mean, keep in mind we've had the inflation. Inflation is going up substantially, right? We had 9% for. Sorry. I think we had 9% or 10% annualized. We had 0.9% month over month. And these are some really high numbers, incredibly high numbers. So the markets will be pricing that in over the coming days and weeks. And with the markets, I mean the bond market, right? Let's see. Do you still see NEO at 50 soon? Yeah, I still see that happening, actually, for NEO. It should be fairly doable. Rivian is still heading upwards. What is happening with Tesla? Tesla still heading up? No, it's going down. Just slightly. Below $1,100. I mean, we've had a 20% correction, to be fair. I mean, that's significant. Can you check PaySafe? We're going to stay flat until updates from Powell. Yeah. Basically, that's the thing right now. Like, people are very wary because of the situation with the with rates and everything. People are selling out of stocks. Look at that. Dollar is going up like a rocket ship. It's hitting 95, the DXY. Yeah, that is crazy. DXY heading up. Usually that is a bad sign for the markets. I'm selling options on Didi today. I mean, what is Didi doing right now? Let me just quickly check the pre-market. Oh, wow, it's up 5 percentage points. Didi is skyrocketing right now. It is just soaring. Oh, my God. Didi to the freaking moon. Look at that. It's now up 4.7%. Wait, that makes no sense. I'm pretty sure that it was up 5%. Let me check. Oh, it's up 4.8% right now. Oh, well. I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. I think Didi is still cheap. Below $10, I still think Didi is quite cheap. I still believe it's going to go up much more than this. One moment. There we go. Yeah, I would not short Tesla right now. Not a good idea. The thing is, you only get like maybe 10% to the downside, maybe a little bit more. Whereas if you shorted right here, you've gotten a good 20 to, well, about 20%, right? Rivian is still heading up. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Why the hell are people buying Rivian at 110? That's a little confusing. I don't think it's worth that much. But that's just my opinion, right? Lucid is still going up, up about 4.7% in the pre-market, which I still think is a ridiculous valuation, but oh well. Markets are going to do their own little thing, right? The Hang Seng Index went up about it's not 8%, about 1%, because of the news around Evergrande. I think it's because Evergrande didn't go bankrupt. Like they did not default, or they were about to default, and then they made the bond payments they were due, and so it didn't, they didn't default, which is a good thing. The VIX is going down 5.7 percentage points right now, which is also a good thing. You can see TLT, the bond market is selling off again. Oh, sorry, this is pre-market is heading up. So confusing. Yeah, this was yesterday. So yesterday was down 1.8%. Today it's up 0.3%, which basically would mean that the 10-year yield is not going to go up much today. At least that's for now. Gara, SoFi is up 16%. No way. Okay, SoFi is up 16%. Here we go. Oh yeah, they had earnings. Right, SoFi had earnings and they're crushing it. UiPath is going flat. Uber is going up 0.7%. Keep in mind, Uber is sitting at a valuation of $84 billion. So, and Didi makes about twice the revenues. I think Didi should be at least valued at the same market cap. Right now, Didi is valued at half the market cap of Uber, which I just don't think that makes any sense. So that is why I think Didi is going to keep skyrocketing the coming days. Because once the app is going to get back online, we might get an earnings announcement, etc. And I think the good news is going to start piling in on Didi. Shag is not really moving. What else is happening? Nvidia is still heading up for some reason. 303, still sitting on a market cap of roughly 736 billion. And then in the pre-market, with being up 3%. It is sitting at a market cap of $750 billion. And, considering how much they earn, and considering that when these supply chain issues are going to get resolved, I do not believe that NVIDIA is going to sustain this market cap. But, you know, who knows? We'll see. Oh, the bond market is closed today? That's no way, right? Bond market. Interesting. Is it really closed? Yeah, I don't really follow the bond market that much. Yeah, we have, you know, from time to time the bond market is closed while the markets, you know, the stock market is still open. Let's see. We got about 6 minutes left. I had a poll running here in the chat. I asked, hey, do you hold Didi stock? 33% said yes. 67% said no. I do think Didi is going to skyrocket big time the coming days and weeks. It's gonna be one of the more interesting plays here. That's for sure. It's already up 5.1%, so 15% in 2 days. Quite impressive for a market cap of 40 billion. I mean, that's quite nice. Imagine what happens if Didi gains popularity among Wall Street bets or something. That'd be crazy. Yeah, it's Veterans Day. That's why the bond market is closed. Why is it only the bond market, though? It's kind of weird. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button right now. Once again, just to let you know, we're usually live from Monday until Friday from 8:45 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. for market open and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. for market close. That is obviously Eastern time. Just want to get that out there. Markets are opening up in about 5 minutes. Make sure you hit that link down below for the social medias out there, for the Twitter, for the Instagram, the Discord, and everything else. Check it out. And let me know. Oops. Hitting the wrong buttons. Let me know in the live chat which stocks you'd like me to cover. And I'll be covering your stocks. Is it still heading up? Yeah, Didi is still heading up. Ooh. Awesome. This is going to be an amazing day. This is going to be amazing. Look at that. Tesla's just surging. Lucid is surging. Look at that. 5% to the upside. Rivian is going up 14 percentage points. Oh my gosh. Crazy stuff. Rivian is sitting above $100 billion, and it's maintaining that right now. That is so nutty. I haven't seen something crazy like this in a while. Yeah, we're going to take a look at Rivian for the coming minutes. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to dump. I am pretty sure it's going to dump. There is no way. There is no way we're heading to 120. I think it's going to dump. That's my opinion. 3 more minutes. I mean, how much has it gone up? That's like 8 percentage points. That's crazy. Let's see. Buying is buying at the resistance. I mean, we got really, really good news for Didi. So, what's happening with Didi? Yeah, it's still heading up. Look at that, 5.5% to the upside. We have 3 more minutes left. And Rivian is pumping. Rivian is pumping to the upside. Same for Tesla and Lucid. All right, this is going to be another opportunity to take a short, I guess. I mean, I don't mind. Oh yeah, let's get to 100 likes right now. We've got 300 people watching, so smash that like button. Look at that, it's dumping right before open. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? It's going to dump right before open. It's just not going to hold. Let's be honest. Oh, they're not allowing... Oh my god, they're not allowing people to short. That's kind of funny. They're not allowing people to short Rivian on my app. They just don't allow it anymore. Because they're making so much money on shorting Rivian. They're literally restricting people from shorting it. You can't like legitimately short it, but you can use contracts to derivative CFDs with leverage. And now they're not allowing it anymore because the stock is probably going to fall big time in the next weeks. It's kind of crazy that they just don't allow you to particular things. But it's their app, you know. They decide what is allowed and what is not allowed. Is Didi still heading up? Let's take a look at Didi. Yeah, Didi is still up 5.3%. Markets opening up in about less than a minute. Oh boy. What is going to happen with Rivian? Let me know in the chat. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, it's about to fall. I think it's about to fall. It's up already like around 13.6%, right? Any second now. And the markets are open. And they don't allow you to short. Here we go. Let's see. All right. Oh boy. This is crazy. All right, I managed to get some shorts on Rivian, and it's going down right now. Although it could rebound very fast. I will be adding more if it gets to like $120 or anything like that. Oh my god. Let's see what's happening to Didi. I haven't checked Didi actually. Didi is only up 3.8%, so it's kind of starting to plummet right here. You can see that right now, 9.29. One moment. Let me just quickly. There you go. Didi is up 4 percentage points, and it's heading upwards. Yeah, for some reason my Didi is it's reacting a lot slower. As in, it's not open yet. It says the market is closed for Didi for some reason on my app. What's happening here? SoFi going up 14 percentage points. Look at that. Didi up a strong 5 percentage points. Let's go. 5.2% to the upside. That is a lot of volume kicking in. 5.6%. It's hitting 9.5 now. Oh my god, no way. 6 percentage points on Didi. 6.4% on Didi. That is just amazing. And it's still heading higher. Let's see. This is really, really good news. One sec. I'm still like adjusting some of my positions here. Didi is still up about 6%. It seems like institutions are buying more and more. Huge volume on Didi. Incredible volume. Rivian is still sitting at 113. I don't know what the market cap is. It would be nice to know. It says the market cap is 10 billion, but that is not the case. It is sitting way higher than that. That is not the case at all. It seems like Didi is now pulling back. Look at that. Big selling pressure on Didi right now. It just dumped about, I think it's about 3 or 4 percentage points, right? 3.5%. Let's see. It's still dumping right now. Please do not dump. Right, it's dumping. But Alibaba is that one dumping too? No, Alibaba's actually heading up. So it's mostly Didi heading downwards right now. And Rivian is up 12 percentage points, sitting at 112.9, maintaining a market cap of roughly around $100 billion. Yeah, you're seeing it sell off right now as the market is kind of starting to sell off a little bit as well. Interesting momentum. Didi is selling off straight up. Like, look at this. That's a 4% sell-off on Didi. 5% actually. What the hell happened? That's really weird. Let me just check that out. Hold up. Didi stock. Why did it just sell 5%? That doesn't seem to make any sense. It sold off 6 percentage points. It's selling off 6 percentage points, right as we speak. That is weird. That is really odd. At least I think it is. I guess it's another buying opportunity at $9 or something, right? I guess I'm going to buy some. I'm going to buy some at 9.1. It seems like a big player in the market just sold off a chunk of their Didi. You can see that right here. It's sort of starting to fill the gap now, almost completely. That is insane. Look at that. That's 6%. Right, let me check. 6% sell-off instantly. And it is partially filling the gap. It's sitting at $9. I think it's relatively cheap at $9, so I'm going to buy some more. But I am a little worried. I'm like, why is this happening? Why is it suddenly going negative? Like, that's kind of weird. It's a little weird. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, it's literally getting all the way back to 8.8. But yeah, then again, to be fair, I mean, we've had a nice rally here, right? All the way up. It was almost 20%. It's sitting at 8.9. I will be buying more Didi right now as we speak. So let me just quickly do that. All right. 8.9. It hit 8.88 for a second there. Yeah, you can see right here, MACD is spiking massively. Yeah, and it's still selling off, at least so far. The market is dipping. Yeah, the market seems like it's also heading down right now. Let's see. Yeah, MACD is definitely about to come down. Look at the 1 hour chart. This doesn't have to be the end all be all. The news is still there. The app is probably going to get back online very soon. I don't really care about this downturn. I'm just buying more. I bought around 7.5 at $8. See, that was my average. So it's selling off from like 9.5 to 8.9. I don't think that's really significant. Now, if it were to sell off back to $8, that would be a very different scenario. Hopefully that is not going to happen here. Look at that. Tesla selling off. Rivian is selling off. Lucid is actually, for some reason, Lucid is maintaining its market cap just quite nicely here at 70 billion. What else is happening here? The dollar is heading up. Look at that. Dollar is heading up right now. You can see right here, Nasdaq is falling, S&P falling. What else? Look at the Palantir. Let's see what's happening with Palantir right now. Yeah, Palantir is actually not really doing so well. Palantir is sitting at 22.8. Yeah, I like Palantir at this price. I mean, it's not bad. C3.ai is sitting at 46. Man, that is just rough. That is just rough. Oof. Lucid is selling off. Rivian is selling off. Yeah, this is like a slaughter. These stocks are getting absolutely demolished right now. What else is happening? Yeah, look at that. Didi down 1%. It is selling off. It filled the gap and is still heading down. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. There you go. 7.7% downturn on that. There must have been something happening. I have a feeling that something is wrong. You don't just see the stock go down 7%. Something probably got released or something. Let me check if there's any news around Didi stock. Plans to launch the app by year's end. I think right now is probably the time to be buying Didi, isn't it? No, I'm not seeing anything new with regards to Didi. Looks like it was a pump and dump. Maybe a hedge fund just bought a bunch of stock and is now offloading it. I mean, that could be the case. That could certainly be the case. It's still falling as we speak. It's sitting at 8.8, down 1.7%. Looking at the volume, look at the 1 minute, right? So this is like a massive dump. And I think this is a big institution just dumping the shares onto the market. It's down, let me see, hold up. From top to bottom, it's down 8.5 percentage points. 8.5 percentage points, which is just, I don't know what to say about that. That's out of nowhere. It just drops 8.5%. But yeah, keep in mind, right? Keep in mind, yesterday the stock was at $8. It is now sitting at 8.7. I still believe we're getting a very nice discount on Didi stock. Yeah, this is an interesting development indeed. What's happening with Sheg? Nothing really happening there. GGPI is sitting at 10.9. I wouldn't be surprised if this just bounces back up like real quick. Didi is still at 8.8. Rivian is still kind of falling right now. Though, who knows, maybe it rebounds. It's now sitting at 110. Lucid sitting at 42. Fix your camera. Oh, oops. Yeah, that might be a little annoying. I think it might be because of the green screen, which is kind of odd. I think I fixed it. I hope it's fixed. Yeah, so Tesla's now selling off most of the gains that we've seen, and we're seeing Lucid heading down. We're seeing Rivian heading down. It's not just that. We're seeing the NASDAQ go down as well, along with the Dow Jones going negative. The Russell's heading down. Well, it's actually not down. Russell's up. The S&P is pulling back, though. What's happening to Didi? Is it down more? Didi down a massive amount. Look at that red candle. That's probably the largest downturn we've seen in Didi in one go since July. Probably. Most definitely. 2.1% downturn here on Didi. As it was going up 6%. So that's like an 8% downturn in total. Crazy stuff. Is it just going to go back to 8? It seems like it might be. Yeah, this is probably a nice opportunity to maybe buy some Didi. It's not financial advice, by the way. I'm not a financial advisor, but we're getting a massive discount right there. 8%. And we still have the good news with Didi, with their app potentially coming back online very soon. So that is still happening. Yeah, it is. Wow, that's a massive downturn. Let me see. When have we ever seen a downturn like this with Didi? Let me see if I can grab a hold of the bar pattern. When have we ever seen a move like that? No. I don't think we've ever seen that. Maybe right here. You can see that right here. Same kind of size. But that was back in July. Right? So that's insane amount of selling pressure on Didi. And that is right now with markets even going up, right? So markets are heading up, but Didi is still selling. Down 3 percentage points. Really weird. 8.68. It might be that a institution or hedge fund is selling because they're seeing the opportunity to sell out. Obviously, opinions differ, but that is the current situation with Didi. Tesla's selling. Did it go negative yet? Like, actually go negative? No, not yet. It's about to go negative, though. There you go. Tesla's about to go negative here. 1068.5. Check Disney. What is happening with Disney? Disney. Wow, what the hell? Oh, my God. That is crazy. Right? That is absolutely nutty. Oof. Yeah, their earnings were apparently really bad. That's insane. What's happening to Netflix? Yeah, Netflix is going up about 1.5%. So, that's interesting. So yeah, Disney is just pulling back significantly right here on earnings. They probably reported... Oh, wow, they missed by a chunk, yo. That's a lot. So they had a earnings miss, and that's why the stock's going down, from what I'm seeing. And this is with peak consumer. The consumers are loaded up with cash. So them not able to beat like the earnings targets, that's it's not a good thing. What's happening with Didi? It's still selling off. Look at this, 8.74. Wow, that is just wild. That's unlike anything I've seen so far. Disney Plus is bad. Yeah, I mean, there were just in my opinion, there were like a couple shows that were interesting, but like you only get them for those couple shows. Whereas with Netflix, you have got, I think, quite a few shows that are quite interesting to watch. I think Netflix has also benefited from Squid Game a lot recently. Palantir is starting to move just a slight tiny bit. Rivian is heading up. Lucid is heading up. What else are we seeing here? I mean, I don't understand this. Like, why are people buying this stock at that market cap? Just doesn't seem to make any sense. And it's the real weird thing is, like, why can't I find the market cap of this? I'm trying to find it on Google Finance. I'm trying to find... See, Yahoo Finance, they might have it, right? What is the actual market cap with this? And even there, you can't view it there. See, this is what I really dislike about, like, the stock market in general. Like, when you try to find some information about it, it is not directly available usually. But I see it right now. It's sitting at a market cap of $108 billion. Yeah. Figure it, right? Figure that out. Why is it sitting there? I don't know. But it's sitting there. Is Didi still selling off? No. It's actually starting to bounce a little. Lucid Trading, I was very bullish on Virgin Galactic because I thought it would get into satellites. Now that Virgin Orbit's a thing, I'm kind of put off on space. No, this is good. Virgin Orbit is a good thing. It's going to benefit Virgin Galactic as well. But yeah, I don't know why it's suddenly going down 5 percentage points, but something must have happened, right? Let me just see if there's any news about this. Netlist is up about 2.3%. And what else do we have here? GGPI, look at that. GGPI up 2.3%. SoFi up 12%. UiPath up 2 percentage points. That is really sweet. Didi still selling off. Value stocks are not doing anything. Big banks are going up. Nvidia is sitting at $299. Still expensive, I think, but well. What else do we have? Rivian is sitting at 110. Lucid is climbing up. Why is Lucid climbing up? Like, what? What the hell? It's sitting at a market cap of $70 billion. Like, is that not enough? Clearly not. We have earnings coming up for Lucid on the 1st of December, it says here. I don't know if that's true, though. Is that true? I thought it was the 15th of November. Let's see. Lucid Investor Relations. Let me see if they are actually reporting that on that date. Yeah, the 15th. They said the 15th. So for some odd reason, I don't know why that is the case. I don't know. That's so weird. The 1st of December it says here, but it's the 15th, which basically means it's going to be next week. Yes, it's going to be the 15th of November. For some reason, TradingView says this is really misleading. I think it's really, really misleading because people are going to get the wrong idea. Palantir is heading up. Lucid is heading up. Tesla's heading up. NIO is heading up. Everything's starting to move up. Nasdaq is heading up. The whole market is going upwards. And what is happening to Didi? Didi is selling off. Okay, that is wild. I haven't seen something like this in a while. You have the whole market rallying, but Didi is just not following right now. Instead, it's selling off further and further. This is it's very interesting. It's selling off almost all the gains now at this point, right? It's down, let's see, how much is it down? Didi is now down about 9.7% from the top. It's sitting at 8.6. Oh boy, it's selling even further. Now down 4 percentage points in total. And it is not stopping. I still think it's a nice buy in this price range. Let's see. Wow, that is wild. I have never seen this large of a sell-off for Didi in like this short of a time period. This is like we're getting to like 11% now on Didi. That is an insanely high move. Let me just buy some Didi right now. Hold up. Quick discount on Didi. I'll take it. There we go. I think that should be it. All right, I bought more Didi in this dip right here. It seems like it's going to keep selling off, at least from what I'm seeing right now. It is down 5 percentage points, and I don't know what the reason is for this sell-off. I haven't found anything on the web, but it is selling off. But we had good news recently, right? It's down 11%, but the app is potentially going to get back online. If it gets back online, I think the stock is going to skyrocket. So I'm really weirded out by this move, but it is happening, right? It is the reality of things. It is selling off again. Really weird. It seems like it's starting to bounce just slightly, about a percentage point. Disney Plus is a kids subscription unless people are having kids. Yeah, there is a bit of truth there. I have to agree with that one. It's like when fertility rates are dropping and you got Disney Plus, I would say primarily focused on young people. I think the future of that is rather bleak. Where Netflix, it covers everything for the most part. Palantir sitting at 23. Rivian is sitting at 111.7, which is a market cap of roughly 110 billion, I believe. Let me check. Where did I find that? I think it was not this one. Just trying to find the market cap for Rivian. Oh, there we go. It's sitting at a market cap of $110 billion. Like, you gotta... That is just nutty. $110 billion. That is twice the market cap of Ford. It is the market cap of Lucid, and I think the market cap of Neo combined, right? Or it's very close to that. It's getting close. I just don't think that is fair. Let's see. Is Didi still bouncing? Yeah, it's bouncing upwards. Let's go. I'm loving it. I hope it bounces up further. We're getting there. Yeah, it's immense selling pressure right here on Didi. And that's why the Chinese stocks are actually green. You can see Alibaba is heading up, Baidu is heading up, BYD is heading up, Tencent is barely down, and then you have Didi just selling off 11% in one go. It's kind of weird. Let's see. All right, let's just not focus on that too much. See if there's anything else going on. IONQ is still going up 5 percentage points down. We have the big banks are still green. Nvidia is still sitting at $300. Rivian is sitting at 111, and meanwhile Tesla is starting to sell off, sitting at 1,062. And we're slowly seeing Lucid sell off along with Tesla, and it's kind of a bit of a leading indicator right now. All right. What's happening with Didi? Didi is just rebounding by about 0.1%. The Russell is starting to pull back. Nasdaq is pulling back again. We're seeing the S&P heading downwards. Yeah, it's slowly starting to sell. But yeah, Rivian is just soldiering through. And Lucid bounces, while Tesla's still red. Tesla's still in the red right as we speak. Interesting. I think we had a bit of a bounce there for Didi, if I'm not wrong about that. can see that right there. Yeah, there you go. Didi's finally starting to bounce now. It's sitting at 8.71, down, still down by 2.7%. Could be a dead cap bounce. Usually when you see a sell-off like this on Didi, the buying pressure just disappears, right? So it might just consolidate at this price level. I think that's very much likely. Hey, Gara, did you get my PayPal donation? Oh, let me just quickly check. One sec. Let me check PayPal. We got a $5 donation. Thank you so much from Alex Whiteside. Alex says, hey, Gara, short term, is Didi a better buy than Palantir? I think Didi is riskier. It's a lot riskier than Palantir. But I believe that Didi is most likely going to... It's going to get back to the IPO price as soon as the app is going to be back online and as soon as things improve with the regulations and whatnot. Which it's going to take time, but I think we're going to get there very soon. I would say it's better than Palantir right now, but it's also riskier. And Palantir's, keep in mind, Palantir's a pretty risky stock too. And I think it's riskier than Palantir, so that says a lot. It's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's just what I'm currently doing myself. I think these are some interesting opportunities. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, if Didi doubles, right? If Didi doubles and hits like $16, this is a price that we have seen in the past. Like before this, security probe and before all of this, Didi was sitting at 16, and we hit $18 at some point as well. So for us to be going up back to like $16, which is, by the way, an 86% move to the upside, I think it's fairly realistic when the app is back online, when the security probe is done. And I still think it's a buying opportunity. And you can see right here in the technicals, very oversold. It's been very oversold for a very long time. I think there's more upside coming, although this is going to be a slightly bearish, I think, day. But keep in mind, we were sitting at like 8.1 just yesterday. So we're still up on this about 7%. It's not bad. Not bad indeed. Let's see. I mean, look at the revenues that they had. And this is during COVID, I believe, right? So during COVID, they had $20.5 billion in revenues. And this is a tech company. It's a ride-hailing tech company. And we haven't quite seen their earnings yet, I believe. Or, hold up, they did show their earnings? Or, wait, what? Oh, no, that was for Q1. Yeah, so they showed Q1. If you would just annualize this revenue that we're seeing right here, they're making roughly $25 billion a year. Although, let's be honest, the Chinese government has had a negative impact on the company short term. So it could be a lot less than that. But I still believe it's a buying opportunity at this market cap. We're getting a severe discount. Yeah, we'll have to see. C3.ai announces financial results for the second quarter fiscal year on December. Oh, December. That's interesting. Really? I thought it was the end of December. Apparently it's not. Let me just check that out one sec. Investor relations. That's really weird. Huh. C3.ai announced financial groups. Okay, let me just check. I thought it was the end of December for some odd reason. Might be because of TradingView saying that it was the end of December. What the hell? Let me check right here. When was their last earnings for C3? Was that in July? No, wait, hold up. No, it was in September. 1st of September. So if you take September, that makes sense. Why does it say... Yeah, you can see it right here. TradingView. It says 29th of December. That makes no sense. That is not... That's 4 months. It takes 3 months. So I guess it's going to be in about 3 weeks. So in about 3 weeks, we're going to have earnings for C3.ai. Oh my, that is sweet. I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be great. December 1st. Yeah, I mean, this is really confusing. I think they should fix this, you know. I remember being confused about this, but I just, you know, took it as it was. Yeah, Didi is just not bouncing back right now. I think C3 is an interesting company because their growth rate is going up. They went from a 17% growth rate to then 27 or 29%. No, I think it was 25%, then 29%, and now they're going to a 38% growth rate. That's the estimation for next quarter. Oh, for this quarter, for next earnings. Look at that, Didi heading upwards. Let's go, Didi heading up. Didi heading upwards, 8.71. We have a long way to go. I mean, it's possible. It might go positive, you know. If the selling pressure stops now, who knows? You know, anything is possible. And Lucid is going up. Look at this. What the hell is happening? Lucid is heading up 43.8, heading up again. It's only down about 8% now. And historically speaking, we see much larger corrections. I think what's happening is we're getting like smaller and smaller corrections. This was about 20%. This was about 18 or 17%. And you can see like the trend line is just getting really tight. So once it breaks this trend line, I think it's going to fall a lot back to 35 or something. But yeah, Rivian is also able to maintain its course, sitting at 111.5, which still I think is it's a very ridiculous price to be sitting at. Meanwhile, Didi is just slowly crawling back. It seems like this can be a resistance zone. You can see that right here. It's already starting to sell off. So, yeah. I think it's that buyer, the person that, or the hedge fund or institutions that bought the stock. This right here could be that same entity. It might be. Right? So, runs up from 8.1 all the way to 8.9. Rallies up all the way. Probably retail picking it up, and then sells off instantly. And so now what could be happening is that this entity, this institution, hedge fund investor, who knows, right? Because the volumes were like really sus. What could be happening is that there's a certain price they're selling at, regardless of what's happening, and that forms a resistance. So let's say if this is the price zone that they're selling at, then it's not going to go above that price. And so if there's like some kind of downturn in the markets, it will pull back from that price and head lower. Interesting stuff. Very, very interesting. So this was about 11%, but how much did it go up yesterday? Is it symmetric? I mean, it's about right. So it rises up 10% and it sells off 10%. So I think that person or institution pumped the stock up and then sold it off. That's my assumption. This happens very often, by the way. Although this was obviously a larger pullback. Because it's not just that institution selling. Institution, hedge fund, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Although I have to say, like, this is giving us an opportunity to buy in a little cheaper. This is resistance, going to fill the gap and then reject. I think it's going to reject. Rivian is heading higher. Lucid is heading higher. Yeah, there you go. Rejects. Rivian is still maintaining this market cap. That is so crazy. I want to see who's buying this, actually. Let me see if Wall Street Bets is on this. No, they're not. Although it's not being tracked. I think that's it. So let me just see if I can find... it might be that they haven't updated their website yet. Could be the reason why it's not being tracked. So I'm actually very curious. Are they actually pumping it up, or? What happened to PaySafe? I heard something happened to PaySafe recently. Oof. Oh boy. PaySafe is getting wrecked. PaySafe is getting absolutely wrecked. Oh my gosh. That is, and I expected it to head upwards, but it's earnings that dictates the price, right? So if earnings are really bad, then. Who's buying Lucid? I have no idea. I have no idea who's buying Lucid. I think Lucid would be a nice buy at like $20 or something, or 25 in that range. But not much higher than that. The 8.77 might be resistance. Yeah, I agree. It seems to be resistance for Didi. Looks like it's going to pull back now. What else is happening here? NVIDIA. Markets are pulling back. Markets are pulling back except Rivian and Lucid. That's kind of the funny thing. Except the EV companies. Like, the EV companies just remain very much green. But then the markets can pull back. You can see the Dow Jones is already negative. The Russell is doing pretty good. I guess it's probably because the Russell is up like 0.8 percentage points. That's... Beyond Meat is selling off. Let's go. Beyond. They were not able to beat the estimates, so that's a thing. I guess $74, $75 would be the support line for Beyond Meat. Most earnings so far they've been quite negative. As in, whenever a company is not able to beat the estimate, you see these really large downturns. But yeah, obviously you have some companies like Affirm. I think Affirm is up huge now. Oh wow, that's weird. So apparently Affirm is okay. It went up like 20% and then it dropped down. So it's now sitting at 150. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not that interested in the firm. I don't think I'm that interested in it. Tesla's still selling off. It could be that Elon Musk is still selling his Tesla shares, by the way. Jeremy's stock is not doing so good. Oh yeah, look at that. Tattooed Chef. We were right about this rally though, but so far it looks like Tattooed Chef is getting wiped. Sitting at 16.5. 1.3 billion market cap. MACD heading down. Oof. Still negative on the weekly. This is the support zone, and this is not looking good for Tattooed Chef. Earnings is going to ultimately dictate what happens with it, so we'll see. We shall see. It hit $15. Oh, wow. Jeremy has been so wrong this year. I mean, he's been buying Tesla since like 2017 or 18 or something, right? I think he's been right for a long time. Rivian is still heading up. Lucid is still heading up. Like, what the hell is happening? Why are these two companies just going up every single time? I mean, I added some shorts right here. I mean, it's kind of it's really interesting, right? As I shorted the stock at open, instantly green, but it seems like it's going up now. It's about to hit 112, or was barely. It's about to be doing that. And Tencent is going green. Look at that. Tencent is heading green. Alibaba in the green. Baidu in the green. BYD. And then you have Didi down like 2.7%. That is like a sore thumb. Interesting developments. Facebook is sitting at 330. Meta Platforms. Yeah, it's sitting at a market cap of 918 billion. I mean, the revenues are growing super fast, but you can see right here, the profit margins are not. They're going down from 40% to 36%, 35%, to now 31.7%. So it's just dropping and dropping and dropping. Although, relatively speaking, it's better than what we've seen with 2019. Although, if you'd compare that to 2020, we have lower profit margins than in 2020 for Facebook or Meta Platforms. Which, I guess that is probably happening because supply chain issues and because of Apple's, privacy policies affecting the company. I think we had another donation. We got a donation from Hira Verma. It's a €1 donation. Thank you so much. Hira says, "Hey, can you please check Naked Socks? Any thoughts on their acquisition? Thanks." I haven't checked this one. I have no idea. It's sitting above a 500 million market cap, so I will talk about it. Any thoughts on their acquisition? I hope it's this one, right? Was this the pump and dump, right? This was the pump and dump from Wall Street Bets, I believe. Yeah. And I said it was going to go down, and it went down, so. Sitting roughly at the same price as in June. I don't think I know much about this company, but it looks like the revenues are coming down so fast. It's an apparel and swimwear company. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I can do a quick search, see what's happening with that. Let's see. It's a penny stock, pretty much. The merger news sending Naked brand soaring 20%. Who's it gonna merge with? What? It's gonna merge with an electric vehicle company. Centro Automotive. What? That is so random. That's so sketchy. I have never heard of anything like that. They're going to merge with an EV company. Wait, what do they do? Let me read it again. Operates as an apparel and swimwear company. It designs, manufactures, and markets a portfolio of company-owned licensed brands catering to a broad cross-section of consumers and market segments. And why is it merging with an EV company? What the hell is it? I think it's like a desperate attempt to get the stock price up. Naked Brand has acquired U.S. electric vehicle startup Centro Automotive, giving the lingerie company access to the high-flying EV space. Naked Brand announced yesterday that it will swap 70% of its outstanding shares plus $282 million in cash. So half their market cap is in cash, and they're offering that for Centro Automotive. Okay, so it's going to become an EV company then, I guess. An electric vehicle developer has to date sold nearly 4,000 commercial electric vehicles. Naked will swap every 3 existing Naked shares for 7 new shares to Centro shareholders. Together, Naked and Centro will have a market cap of... Okay, so together they're going to have a market cap of about $2 billion. The move into electric vehicles is further evidence that Naked Brand is aggressively moving to reposition itself as its lingerie and swimwear business continue to underperform. The hell is this? I would not buy this. It might be explosive. It might head upwards. I think it's really suspicious. I think this is really, really sus. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. It's really sus. I do not like that. Why is a swimwear company becoming an EV company? This is crazy. It's nutty. Haven't seen anything like that. Where's the sell-off for Lucid? Is it going up? Oh, it's still going up. Look at that. Rivian is still going up. Ugh, the bubble is just getting crazier and crazier, right? How many green weeks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks of just green on Lucid. When was the last time that we had 5 weeks of green? Never. It doesn't happen. For good reasons. When the hype dies off, Lucid is going to be sitting back at like $25 or $30 a share. You can see right here on the weekly chart, RSI very overbought. At some point, it will come down. And when it does come down, probably in Q1 of 2022, I think the stock price is going to be sitting much lower than where it's currently at. It's going to take some time, though. I'm creasing at the way you pronounce lingerie. Yeah, I can't pronounce that word. Lingerie? Is it that? Like lingerie? Do people pronounce it that way? Yeah, my Didi is killing me right now. Oh no. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Didi to the moon. Any moment. Now I think with Didi, it's gonna be a waiting process. It's always been a waiting process. The company's been sitting at $7, several times. If there's like a good market pullback, I hope it gets back to $7 again. I would love to buy more Didi at $7. Yeah. Nvidia, Snowflake, Palantir. Palantir's heading down again. Oh my god! It just does not stop. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going down. Let's see. Russell is going down. S&P is heading down. S&P is about to go negative. And we're seeing gold going up. Dollar is heading up. 10-year yield, obviously, the bond market is closed. Oil is heading upwards. Bitcoin is down. What's happening with Dogecoin? Only up 3.5%. Rivian at 112. Let's see. Yeah, I think Rivian is probably another. It's a capital sink. So big institutions and hedge funds, they know that Rivian is backed by Amazon and Ford, so they want to put their capital somewhere, and they put it into Rivian. At that point, it just doesn't matter what the fundamentals are. They just put their capital there, and they won't even sell or something. Is Didi heading up? Yes, it's starting to climb. Let's go. Yeah, this is a big resistance for Didi, 8.77. It might not even get there. It might just get rejected again and just drop down to... I mean, this is a bit of a bear flag, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely a bear flag. It's going to go down. Gara, cool question. C3 or GGPI? I would go with C3. I think C3 is... I think the thing is with C3, it will still go up 5 years from now. Even if like the technology hype is going to wear off. Whereas with GGPI, I think when the EV hype is going to wear off, I think the stock is going to, it's not going to be... I don't think it's going to triple or quadruple or anything like that after its initial rally that we're going to see. It's like right now there's an EV hype and it's not going to stay for the next coming years. It's just like, it's right now. And once that wears off, what do you really have? But yeah, short term, I would much rather go with GGPI for the next coming weeks because I think the stock could just skyrocket. So yeah, that's what I would say about that. Didi is not able to move upwards. Wish is up. The EV hype still has 10 years to run. I don't think so. I think probably maybe this year and next year, and that is it. I don't think anybody's going to care about EVs in 2023, at least not as much. Because at that point, you have several players in the market, right? I mean, look at that. Woo. That is an insane move on Wish. Wish is heading up. This is wild. Their earnings were below the estimate. Below the estimate. Yet the stock is still running. Interesting. But who's buying? That's the question. You can see that the volume is incredibly high. Could be institutions, actually. This is ridiculously high volume in comparison to them. And it's not just that. It's like, look at this. It's like even during the middle of the day, there's a lot of volume. Whereas usually during the middle of the day, volume is dying off. But yeah, it is right after earnings, so to be fair. Usually right after earnings, you get more volume than normal. You can see that right here as well. But yeah, it's up. Very happy about that. Yeah, this is a little embarrassing, but we were also bullish in this zone, so. Palantir is not able to climb. Big tech overall is green. Apple's been going nowhere. You can see that right here. It's just kind of consolidating in some sense. You can see this trend line has been fairly accurate. Seems like we might head down to this 145 before it starts bouncing. Or maybe it breaks the trend line. It seems like it might break the trend line. Yeah, there you go. Didi rejecting once more. Now sitting at 8.66. This might be a support zone, but I think the next place it's heading to is back to 8.1 to about $8. Palantir is dumping. Is it really dumping right now? Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like it is dumping. But it's not just Palantirs. I mean, the market is kind of heading down, slowly heading down right now. That's what's happening. All right. I think we're good for now. I think we're going to be wrapping up the current live stream. Not a whole lot is happening other than, we're slowly seeing the markets go down. You can see that the VIX is coming down 4 percentage points. The bond market is closed, so I think when the bond market opens up again, probably tomorrow, we're going to see another rise in the 10-year yield. And when that does happen, it could get interesting because we really do have quite high inflation. Rivian, Lucid, Tesla is all going up right now. And most of the software companies not doing so well. Big tech going flat. Recovery stocks down. Value stocks down. Chinese stocks are doing good except Didi today. But Didi is still up like 7 or 8% from yesterday's prices. So I'm glad about that one. And yeah, overall, growth stocks, some of them green, some of them red. Mostly, I would argue, the companies that have had bad earnings, they're getting killed. The companies that are having good earnings, getting massively rewarded, more than what we usually see. So, all right, that was it for this stream. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Hit that notification bell as well. That would be awesome. Once again, I'll let you know. We're live streaming every day from Monday till Friday, 8:45 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. for the market open, and 3 p.m. until 4 p.m., which is power hour for market close. This is in Eastern time, right? And yeah, that's about it. But we also have a Patreon where you can get benefits like the buy and sell signal lists, the stock pick articles, the newsletter, Patreon Q&As, and many more benefits. You can check it out at patreon.com/lucid trading. We have got a discount of about 15% going on right now. So join for as little as $3. Once again, patreon.com/lucid trading. Check it out. Have a great day, everybody. We'll be back in about just a couple hours, and we'll be live streaming maybe a little bit longer than usual. But I'll be seeing you in a couple hours. See you soon.